This is WWP Weekly Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Grant. I'm here. I got to say, thank you very much for the time, man, in advance. I'm here with the War Machine, the Manbeast, Rhino, after what a match with Tyson Dux here tonight at Smash Wrestling. Talk a little bit about your Smash Wrestling debut, Rhino.
Well, obviously, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Smash is a great promotion. You hear a lot of great things about it. You know, it's a place, where you want to be. And the opportunity came up for myself to wrestle Tyson Dux. I mean, you got to grab a hold of that opportunity, and obviously it was a very tough, competitive match against Tyson Dux, the man of 1,003 holds.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh?
I mean, and the thing about Tyson, he's kind of a chameleon. He can adapt to different styles too. If you get really aggressive and take it outside, he can adapt to that. So, there's not a lot of weaknesses because, and the ones that he has, he hides it really well. So it's definitely a great opportunity to wrestle with Smash and, compete against Tyson Dux.
Any plans to be back here at Smash Wrestling, right?
You never know.
Never say never mentality, right?
Exactly. The door's always open, and the promotion was very great, and and they're just such an upswing, and even though tonight I didn't come out victorious, Tyson was the better man tonight, and even if you lose, you can still go out victorious, and by having a great match and competitive match, and and that I think he got his hand raised, but I think we were both victorious in certain ways.
I think there's a little bit of unfinished business there, but
oh, definitely. There was a couple shots that almost knocked me on my can, so it's called a little receipt time. Yep. What a better place to give the receipt is the company. You got the little stiff shot. Several actually.
Yeah, I could just imagine, man. Talk a little bit about returning to TNA over the summer. You were there for a little bit, did a little bit of hired mercenary work for Dixie Carter. Talk a little bit about that, man.
It was fun, I was there 11 weeks, and I was supposed to go back there, but I had some commitments up in Newfoundland and with bookings and actually Quebec City, so I was unable to go back for the pay-per-view in Japan either. My working relationship with TNA is great, and I believe in the product, like a lot of other people in the office and the fans and stuff like that. So I enjoyed working as a heel. I enjoyed being part of the Carter family.
Yep.
And it was definitely great. So.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A little bit of noise here, but that happens. Talk a little bit about returning to Ring of Honor as well. I know you just came back and kind of ironically faced the man that you took out in Jay Briscoe.
Yeah, the Briscoes they're tough. They've proven themselves time and time again, and you think you got them down, but they just keep on getting back up. So it was fun. It's always fun in Ring of Honor. It's a great company. It's a lot of young, hungry talent. In TNA and in WWE and and Smash, and the great thing about companies like Smash and Ring of Honor, you got the stars of tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're watching them today, and they are becoming stars right in front of your eyes.
Absolutely, man. Talk a little bit about AAW as well. I know you're going to be returning there on November the 7th. You'll be in a steel cage match. Talk a little bit about that.
It's always great to wrestle with AAW. Steel cage match, it's a brutal match. You don't walk out of that match the same. So, I'm preparing. I don't want to give too much away because
of course not.
I don't know if you always got to be aware your opponents are listening because they're following you and seeing if you have any tactics up your sleeve. So I really don't want to comment on that a lot because I don't want it to work against me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What's in the future for Rhino? Do you ever feel like it's hard to stay relevant?
No, because I have TNA, I have Ring of Honor with the WWE Network.
Yeah, that's very true.
they run stuff. I have a good relationship with them, you know, and they know what I'm doing at all times, so they know the positive influence I have on other wrestlers, younger, the positive influence I have in my local community,
Yep.
you know, so I give out a lot of positive energy. So.
I noticed that just sitting next to you, man.
Yeah, well, thank you. But so it's like it's, you know, something that they can attach themselves to, and they know personally I wouldn't let them down, you know. So they run a lot of my stuff on there. So you know, it's in today's social media, it's, you know, and plus, you know, I've been blessed with, you know, staying relevant through people, fans talking, you know, about me, and you know, and they enjoy my finisher.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And the gore, man. And they love watching me rip someone in half with it. But and just I'm constantly on the road, you know.
Yep.
So.
Absolutely, man. I gotta say that it's pretty surreal sitting here next to you as a kid watching you on TV all the time. I really appreciate that, so thank you very much for the time. And if there's anything you want to throw out there, social media, upcoming dates, anything, throw it out there, man.
You know, well, thank you. It's an honor for me to be here sitting next to you, and you know, it's just like we're working together. You know, you got your deal here. You like talking to me, and I'm glad I was able to entertain you. And
Yeah,
you know, you see the same people on the way up as you on the way down, and then when you're on your way down, you meet new people. You
Yep.
know, and you know, who would ever thought, you know, you would be where you're at now.
Yep.
You know, interviewing me, and who knows, you might be the owner operator of Smash Wrestling promotion down the road.
Who knows?
You know, hiring me full time. So I mean, you know, just
Who
like
wouldn't,
Paul
though,
Heyman,
right?
Well, exactly. The thing is like Paul Heyman. No one ever thought he would have been as influential in pro wrestling as he was, and been able to give guys opportunities. So you never know who you'll be working with down the road. So, but even with that aside, I think you should treat everybody how you want to be treated.
Yep.
You know, whether it's out in the real world or in the, you know, in the wrestling locker room, or, you know, obviously in the ring it's a different story, but
Yeah.
So, but other than that, you know. So.
I just want to say thank you very much for being a guest on the Weekly Wrestling Podcast. It was honestly a pleasure, and hopefully we can get you back very soon.
Yes, for sure.
Take it easy.